Alright guys, so I know, by the title of this video, you guys know exactly what I'm doing. And today we're going to be reviewing a E46 BMW. Pros and cons. Before someone comments down below, there's pros, bro, to owning a BMW? Well, you'll see today. Today we'll be reviewing a personal friend of mine. His name is Flacco, at least he goes by Flacco, aka Chris. We're gonna be doing pros and cons on his E46 BMW. So without further ado, guys, let's go on over there. Taking the old reliable today. All right, here we have it. Piece of shit number 1, and in the very back, piece of shit number 2. I'm just playing, Flacco. I love your BMWs.
12 seconds later.
These are my 2 clapped out pieces of shit.
So here we have it, Flacco's E46 Vert and E46 Coupe. Is that the correct terminology?
I usually use coupe, but fuck it.
Yeah, Coupe.
I classify it as a German Honda Civic.
No tuck. No.
This is why you should buy one. All the lights are on this one.
Oh, we got a Christmas tree going on, boys. Look at that. Got a nice shift knob. I see you're fancy over here with the push to start. Little race car, huh?
Car's manual swap. Couldn't figure out how to jump the EWS. This was about 2 years ago, so I just put a button on it to start it.
I like that. Oh, so I got the honors to the coupe. Yep. Anyways, so we're gonna go set up down the street over there because it's more fitting, I guess. I'm gonna take the coupe. Flacco's gonna take his Vert because that's his baby. Right away. No lights on the dash. He wasn't lying. Wow. Oh, I hope this goes up. Okay, good. Whew. Didn't know if I rolled that down and this wouldn't come up. Never know with these Beamers. E-brake. Oh boy. Yeah, his neighbors love him. Here you go, sir. So we'll get the thumbnail real quick, guys, and we'll get into the video. All right, guys, we're gonna start off with pros on this one. So
one of the pros on the vehicle on the E46 is they handle really great for what they are. Factory, I say I can take curves around. I live around 30 mile per hour curves. I can take them around 80 miles per hour.
Alrighty then.
And on stock suspension, the coupe handled at 80 miles per hour around a 30 mile per hour curve. Didn't give me any wheel hop, didn't give me anything, no braking traction. The car didn't even understeer, oversteer, nothing like that. Down here where we live in Florida, we have a road down there called down there. It has like a lot of curves, and I really just take it and just beat the ever-living shit out these cars.
trust me, when I say he beats on his cars, everybody that knows Flacco knows him for beating on his cars.
That's a fact. The M54 engine in the car. These two are 325 CI. The convertible is a CIC for the extra C's means convertible in BMW. Ooh, smart guy. But the M54 engine in these cars, I have the M54 B25 in both these cars. And this convertible, I'll do burnouts, I'll do anything on this car, and it'll just take it. Literally, I'll sit on limiter, dump the clutch, it just holds it. This car has 183,000 miles, has given me no issues except coolant pipes under the intake manifold, which is a common issue on them. This car has had 220,000 miles before I blew up the engine. I accidentally money shifted. I went from third to second, top of third to second, trying to race a Camry.
Jeez.
Lost compression in cylinder 2 and 4. Put a 90,000 mile motor in this car, so now This car has a 90,000 mile motor, but before that the car was running phenomenal, no burning oil, nothing like that. And every day I would literally take the car out, because this used to be my daily. Then I bought this car, and every day I would take this car out at the light. I'd see anything, just a little bird chirp, and just be like, dump the clutch.
Jesus.
At 4 or 5 grand.
Hell yeah, brother.
The interior on both these cars is actually very comfortable for even a tall person. I'm 6'4", and the car, I literally have so much leg room and much more to go. I feel like you can fit a 7-foot tall person in this car and it'll literally have no complaints. I have perfect amount of headroom and everything, a lot of adjustability on the backrest. I can lower the seat, put the seat up. Even it has seat warmers and everything too, so you know, if you feel cold on your back, you can get a little bit warm. The steering wheel column also comes forward and back, depending if you have short arms, long arms.
Pro number 3 is that it has extremely
Comfortable.
features from factory.
I'd say it's a personal opinion of mine because I've had great luck with them. Pro number 4 for me is, if you maintain these cars, they really last. This black car, I've owned it for about 5 years. It's the free facelift, and I've done every oil change at 3,000 miles, the transmission flush at 60,000, because it has a 60,000 mile M3 transmission in it, because it was manual swapped. And I'm about to cross over 90,000 miles, and I just did the transmission flush again 10,000 miles ago, and the car literally gives me no hiccups. I get in, I start it, I put it in gear, go. Same with the silver one. The silver one, I've kept up to maintenance with the cooling updates, everything like that. I get in the car, just start it and go. It just, no hiccups at all. It's a great daily driver, cold AC and all that. And to me, it's just, these are 2 well-maintained cars, and it just never gives me issues. I can literally get in them, beat the living hell out of them, which I do. And they never give me any issues at all to this day. So the cars also have a lot of safety features. I'd show the convertible, but honestly, I took all the airbags out this thing. So if I get into an accident, I'm dying. But from E46s, for the year they were made in, the 2000, the 99, technically 99 is when the sedan came out. That was the first model of them. But from 99 to 2006, these cars have a lot of safety features. They were one of the first cars that had side airbags, curtain airbags, normal airbags right here, front and there. The only airbags this car is missing would be the driver's seat and passenger seat airbags. These cars don't come with these. Also, I can personally explain, I've had good luck with BMWs. I personally had a coilover failure on one of my BMWs, and I hit 4 trees. And I walked out perfectly fine, just a scratch on my lip.
When it comes to safety, you never really want to cheap out on that, or you know, on a car that doesn't have that great of a safety, doesn't have great safety features. I can't even fucking speak today. But yeah, you never want to cheap out on cars that don't have that great of a safety feature. So get yourself something that has good safety features in case of an accident, because that's like one of the worst things that you can possibly experience is when you get into an accident. Not good things happen, but yeah, glad to know that these BMWs do have pretty good safety features. All right, let's go into the cons of owning these beautiful. Oh my god.
The hood latch on this one's broken, so you gotta take the latch off.
All right. I bet we can come up with many cons about owning a BMW, but this is Flacco's personal top 5 cons of owning a BMW.
So on these cars, I know I said the motor's reliable, and it really is, but here's part of the maintenance that I'm talking about. The motor on these cars have a very flawed cooling system. They have this overflow tank, which tends to break a lot after 100,000 miles. They also have the water pump that tends to fail at 100,000 miles, which honestly, the water pump and the coolant tank aren't really that expensive. I bought this coolant tank from BMW for $23, and the water pump I paid $60 from BMW. So both of the cars make little to no power. The only one I would actually say that's decently powered is the E46 M3, which I don't own. The 325s and the 330s, they make around, the 330 makes around 220 crank horsepower, so around the wheels it'll be probably like 170. And the 325s, which are both models I own, this one has full bolt-ons and this one's bone stock. This one put 200 down to the dyno with full bolt-ons, which would be pink top injectors from the E36. It will be catless aftermarket headers from eBay.
Good old eBay special.
Hell yeah, run eBay coils on all these too.
Oh my God.
It had an intake at the time. Now I put the factory intake on because the factory intake actually is more flowing than the aftermarket intake. Sounds stupid enough, but they knew what they were doing. They put it up to the kidney grills, and the kidney grills suck the intake into the intake box. The only thing I would say probably is to drop a K&N drop-in filter on this, and it'll give you a little bit more. But if you just do a cone, it'll just heat soak the motor so much. And that automatic one, that one makes around 150 horsepower bone stock. So I'm saying for a fact I got beat by a fucking Miata. Let's just put it like that.
Oh my God. All right. Video's over. That's it. He got... Flacco, come on. You got to do better than that.
The subframe on these cars, the subframe mounts, the mount points, they tend to rip out a lot on the coupes and sedans. The convertible, not much, but your boy Flacco manages to do it still, because I beat the shit out of my cars. What can you expect? But
How many... You guys count how many times Flacco says he beats on his cars.
it's bad. The cars are both very restricted from factory. After I put the aftermarket headers on this car alone gained 30 wheel horsepower from the aftermarket headers. The reason I say that is because it's dyno proven. I had this car on a dyno and everything. The thing is, the catalytic converters on these cars come 1-inch runner, 1-inch runner, 1-inch runner to a little 1.5 inch straight to a cat. And once you take that off and put aftermarket headers, they'll put 1.5 inch runners all the way back down to a 2.5 inch collector. Doing that car opens up so much on the exhaust side. A lot of things you can do, like M50 manifold, all that, to help it breathe more from the intake side. But at that point, you have to port your head and all that. And I just didn't think it was worth it, so I only put the headers on and with the exhaust. And that's why when I bought this car, I put it on the dyno. It made 155 wheel horsepower when it was manual. After I did the aftermarket headers, after I did the intake, after I did all that, the pink top injectors, the car put down 202 wheel horsepower on the dyno. And this one hits close to home for the fact being, I've broken 14 axles.
Jesus.
Driver and passenger side. So in a total around, like, I'd say 6 driver, 8 passenger, I believe. I can literally send Kenny the picture so he can post it up in the video. They just, when you dump the clutch around over 4,500, they just shred in half for no reason whatsoever.
Jesus. So there you guys have it. Goddamn BMWs.
I do a burnout to end the video, but I'm putting braking miles on this automatic transmission, and this one, I kind of broke the subframe mount, so I'm trying to baby it this for a while.
So no Bernies in this video, but do you agree with my man Flacco back here of his pros and cons? A little bit is it personal or known facts?
For the axles, it's fucking personal.
Oh, I guess everything else is pretty much fat. Everything else is known facts besides the axles, because I guess axles don't like Flacco. But alright guys, that's probably where I'm gonna wrap up today's video. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. If you guys like these type of videos, hit that thumbs up button down below. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you're new. Help your friends 2020, like Zosh said. Anyways guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.